Are you getting into carving, but you're finding that it's a little difficult to kind of hold your small projects? I mean, it feels almost like you need a third hand, doesn't it? Let me show you a really simple jig that you can put together to make this process a lot easier. First up, you need to get the wood for this project. You can use anything from particle board from an old desk. This is something I took apart years ago. Maybe some nice plywood or some MDF. It's whatever you have laying around to make this. Next up, we need to figure out the size. I want this jig to be big enough to use in your workshop, but let's just say you wanted to take it inside the house and use it on something small while you're watching TV, maybe in your living room. So we don't want this jig to be huge. So I'm thinking like 8 inches wide by maybe about 11 or 12 inches long. That's up to you. With our main piece cut to size, I now want to create 2 little stops right here on one of the ends. Now this is 8 inches across and I don't want them to actually be touching. I want them to have about 1 inch of space in between them just in case I need to slide something through them. So instead of 4 inches each, I'm going to do them at 3.5, and that should give me that 1 inch. And I'm going to cut this out of some additional scrap MDF, but you can use whatever material you like. These 2 pieces should work, but I don't like the 90-degree angle here. That won't be able to hold your project very well. So I'm going to take a pencil and mark in 1 inch on the side and on the end and trim this off so it's a 45-degree angle. I've taped these 2 pieces together so that I can just make one cut and know that both sides are exactly the same. When it comes to this build, these 2 pieces are about the most critical part. You want to make sure that they mirror each other. They're pretty much exact. That way everything will line up when we glue them together. Then we want to take the small pieces and we want to attach them to one of the short sides of our board. About like so. We also want to make sure that the 45-degree angle on each piece is facing toward each other and inward. And we need to make sure that each of these pieces are exactly flush on the sides and bottom when it's fully attached. To hold them together, I'm just going to use some number 2 glue, but you can use CA glue or whatever you have. I'm also going to use a brad nailer to speed up this process, but it's not required. If you do use a brad nailer, make sure they don't stick out the bottom. Unfortunately, mine came through just a little bit, so I'm gonna have to grind those down. Now that these 2 stops are in position, we need to create one more stop, actually on the bottom of it here, so that as you're carving with it, it doesn't move forward and get away from you. This piece does not have to be real long, but you do want it to stick down anywhere from 1/2 to 1 inch. That way it provides a nice good stop on whatever it bumps into. Then we're gonna add some glue, put it in position, and add some brad nails from the other side. If you'd like, you could also add some clamps to each of the pieces, just making sure everything is fully attached while the glue dries, but set this to the side, give it some time, and then we can start using it. While off screen, I made a secondary one of these out of the particle board from that old desk, just to show that you can do this. You don't have to have great materials. Use your scrap. These don't have to be pretty, because what you're actually using this for is to make something pretty. These don't need to be pretty. They're going to be in your shop. Hardly anybody's going to ever see them. Before you start using these, take some sandpaper and go along all of the edges here, because you don't want any of these corner pieces to poke you or give you a splinter or damage the piece you're working on. Now when it's time to start carving, take the back of it, rest it against the back of your table, just like so. Put your piece in place, and then you can start going at it and not worry too much about it getting away from you. That's awesome. Now I'd love to hear your thoughts on these 2 jigs. They're really simple and easy to put together, and I hope a lot of people can use them. If you have any suggestions for improvements or just completely rearranging it and using it in a different way, please list those in the comments. We want to help out as many people as possible. Otherwise, get out in your shop and have fun building.